Hi all, it's Ms. Schusler. I'm the World Geography teacher at Crowley Collegiate Academy, and I'm making this how-to video for both parents and students to make sure they know how to log in to their computer, to their Crowley ISD page, to their Crowley Google, to their Office 365, and finally to their Blackboard page. All of these websites and information is going to be necessary to be successful at Crowley Collegiate Academy. So the first thing anyone wants to do when they're trying to find this information is pull up a Google page and then go to Crowley ISD. Now this is going to bring up the Crowley homepage. Click on that. It's always the first one you'll pull up. You'll see. And the next step we're going to be, of course, this is the Crowley ISD homepage. You're going to want to find the Parent and Student tab. This can be found in the far right-hand corner under Parent and Students. That's actually a link, so go ahead and click it. The next page that opens up is the Parent and Student directory. This provides you with a wealth of information, but the one most important thing you need here for parents and students is to go to the single sign-on link. Now, that can be found under the letter S, and single sign-on is 1, 2, 3, the fourth one down. So if you go ahead and click on that, you can see the circle clicking on it. It opens to the single sign-on solution page. This looks a little bit different than your student will see it because, of course, my name and password are there. Obviously, my password is hidden there. Your student is going to want to use their ID number in place of where my name is, and they're going to use the password that they use to log into their computer. Once they've filled out their ID number and their password, and they click on login, it's going to take them back to the single sign-on page. This single sign-on page looks a little bit different again because this is the teacher version. Students have fewer icons. But the most important icons your student will be using this semester and throughout the year at their time at Crowley ISD, at the Collegiate Academy, would be to find Blackboard, the second icon at the very top on the left, their Google Drive, and their Office 365 email. I believe they can also find their Skyward grades there. So when a student clicks on one of these three tabs, they're directly taken into the information and the application that they need. For example, Blackboard opens like this. It's going to open to another screen. If your computer's not doing this and opening to another screen, or it's hidden behind this screen, you might want to minimize the screen to find it. Most of the time it's going to pop up like this. If your student's having that trouble, please send them to my classroom during SI, which is first period, so that we can make corrections. So your Blackboard opens up like this, and your student's class will be listed there. Each student has a Blackboard shelf for each class they take at Crowley Collegiate Academy, the high school classes. I teach world geography, so we'll go ahead and click that. And we can see that I have opened it in student mode so your students can see exactly what it looks like. My home page offers a lot of information, but specifically the student can see each week what's going to be expected before they come into class. That's also true in other parts of this our Blackboard shell, but I'll do that in other videos. Just a note, it is the progress report period, which ends Friday. All teachers will be putting in grades, and parents will be receiving their 3-week grades from their students in their high school courses. The students have a virtual textbook here, further information, lesson plans, the calendar. If you're never sure about the Friday AV schedule, I've made sure that's here for you as well, and the TEKS link. Students are completely capable of using all of those links. And also there's contact information for me. So that would be Blackboard. The majority of my work is contained in Blackboard, and students should check their Blackboard shell each night. You should be checking with your students frequently to see if they have any work missing. You can also check and see if a student has work missing by going to Skyward and checking there to see if there's anything missing. I try to maintain my Skyward shell so that my parents know if they need to give a little bit of help or a little bit of assistance, or perhaps help the student and advocate for the student to contact the teacher and let them know they're having an issue. Office 365 is our next tab, and this tab is meant for students and their emailing. So anything a student perhaps shares in Google will be found here as a link in their email. So if I clicked on that, you could see my office email. And finally, their Crowley Google account. All students are required to do their work in their Crowley ISD Google account. When students click on this link, it opens up just a very similar way that Blackboard does. But one of the things you can see is you can see the CISD logo there, and that way your student knows they're in the right account and making sure they get credit for their work. I hope this information has been helpful to you in learning how to use the Crowley single sign-on page. If you have any other questions, please feel free to email me or call me, and I'll be more than happy to help. Students and parents have virtual office hours for me Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 each week, and I'll be happy to help students with any technology that I can help them with. Take care and have a good day.